So, what I want to do for this video here is a lot of people are afraid to ride in the rain, which riding in the rain is not all that bad. It's you know, I'll give a little explanation as to why riding in the rain is not that bad for motorcycles. The main thing that you need is to have the proper gear. As long as you have the proper gear, your day will go smoothly. As long as you have rain gear, that'll keep you nice and dry and warm, rain waterproof gear, you'll be all right, because nobody likes arriving to their destination soaking wet. So as long as you have the proper rain gear, so that when you get to your destination, when you're done riding, you're nice and warm and dry, then that'll make you feel a heck of a lot better going into actually riding in the rain. Riding in the rain on a motorcycle in some ways is better than, I wouldn't necessarily say better, but it is in some ways the actual act of riding and driving your tires on the ground is safer than being in a car. If you understand how hydroplaning works in a car and with tires, then you'll know. So if you don't know, then I'll give you a little explanation right now. How a tire begins to hydroplane in the rain is with the surface area of the rubber in the tire. This is especially bad if the grooves in your tire, the tread, is very worn and your tire is almost bald. So definitely when you're driving and riding in the rain at any time, you want to make sure that your tires have plenty of tread left on them, so that they work properly how they were designed to. How your tires begin to hydroplane in the rain is when the water has nowhere to escape. Water pools up under the tire. It has nowhere to go until it builds up and builds up and builds up, and then you're no longer driving on the road surface, and your tire begins to drive on the water, or slide on the water. And of course, water has a very low friction coefficient, so obviously your tire is going to slip and spin out. And it's even worse, because if the wider the tire is, the easier it is to hydroplane, because it has more surface area for water to pull up under there. Thus, a motorcycle tire is better in the rain because of how thin and how small of a contact path it has with the ground. It pretty much slices through the rain, through the water. And so I just had to get ahead of that person and make sure he didn't try any stupid crazy moves in front of me while in the rain. That's another hazard of riding in the rain. It seems like people IQ drops by 50 points as soon as the rain starts to hit, so you got to make sure that you're very aware of other drivers on the road. But yes, motorcycle tires, being thinner, have less of a chance for the water to pool up under the tire and cause it to hydroplane. As long as you're doing your normal things that you would on dry ground while on wet ground, normal things as far as the idea of riding, doing any sort of maneuver riding, is you want to make sure that all of your inputs are smooth. When you corner, when you throttle, when you brake, you want to make sure that those things are all smooth when you're driving or riding in the dry weather in the first place. Especially when you start pushing hard, because the harder you push, the more stressed the grip of the tires become. And so you want to make sure that there's no jarring inputs that you put into the throttle or cornering while you're trying to go around a corner at 110, 120 miles per hour at the track. So you want the same sort of thought process when you're riding in the rain. Of course, you're going a lot slower, but because your tires naturally don't have as much grip in the rain, you want to make sure that all of your inputs are smooth. So hopefully that was a good enough explanation for you guys. That'll make you a little bit less nervous about riding in the rain. I only do it if I have to. Right now my car is down, so I'm riding to work, unfortunately, in the rain. I'm probably going to have to for the next couple of days because I can't work on my car in the rain. Just a series of unfortunate events. Anyways, hopefully that helps you guys out, and I'll see you at the next one.